When we came to you to share the gospel, we didn't come with words of flattery. We didn't come with words of flattery. You know, I feel like I have a kind of a way with words. It wasn't just my good looks that landed me this beautiful woman right here. All right? There was some sweet talking that went on, folks. There was some charm that came out. All right? None of those cheesy lines, right? Tennessee, whatever those lines are. All right? I said the good stuff. I flattered her, right? I won her. And it was fun. She gives me a hard time because she thinks I do that all the time. Now, if we need to get a ticket to something, or we need to get into a place and it's sold out or something like that, I'll get us in there, man. I can do it, right? I use the flattery. She jokes with me. But flattery doesn't work in the long term when we share the gospel. Think about that. Because that's what a lot of people today are doing. Flattery is used all the time on television and churches. Oh, you deserve the abundant life. God wants you to be healthy, wealthy, and happy. Those are sweet words, but they're only partially true. I believe God does want us to live the abundant life. He does want us to be healthy, wealthy, and happy. But that's the second half of the message. That's the second half of the gospel. A lot of people are leaving out the first half of the gospel. Joel Osteen does it all the time. Never talks about the first half of the gospel. Let me tell you about the first half. You can't truly be happy until you find forgiveness. And you won't look for forgiveness until you realize you're guilty. And you don't understand guilt unless you're confronted with the Ten Commandments or the commandments of God. Paul says it into the Galatians. He says the law is our tutor. It's our school teacher to help us understand that we can only be justified by faith. You want to know the purpose of the law, the Ten Commandments, all the commandments? That's the purpose. Paul sums it up. It's a tutor. It's showing you can't be perfect. You will fall short. You can never uphold the law. We've all fallen short. We've all sinned. And that's the beginning of the gospel, you see. When you start there, then you can truly grasp the whole truth. The whole truth. The good news about Jesus. Because here's the deal. Jesus was perfect. He never sinned. You say, how's that possible? I don't know. I'm human, just like you. I can't grasp it. But he wasn't just human. He was also God. And he lived a perfect life. Right? Perfect. And that's how we are forgiven. His perfection was your ransom. His bloodshed was your guilt offering. His cross brought your forgiveness. His death was your birth. His sacrifice was your salvation. His resurrection is your hope for eternity in heaven. You don't need to use flattery when you share the whole gospel. The whole thing. Not just the second half. And Paul did that. I hope you do that as well. I hope you share the whole gospel. I hope you understand the whole gospel. I don't see how you can come to Life of Purpose Church and not understand the whole gospel. We preach the whole thing. I teach the whole thing. You got to know it all. You got to know that you're guilty unless you ask for forgiveness. And the only forgiveness comes through Jesus Christ, who was perfect and offered his life as a ransom for you.